Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another Throwback Thursday brought to you by J&J Toy Giants. I'm your host, JD. And Halloween is just around the corner. It's actually next week. And I've been doing a lot of stuff with the kids. You've probably seen me on social media, TikTok, Instagram. Um, you've been seeing some of us getting a lot of activities done for Halloween, and it's one of those things I'm really glad because when I was a kid, Halloween was it. You wore that costume one time, maybe twice, if you were allowed to watch, wear it in school, or if you had maybe a party, a friend's party, or family event that they allowed you to wear your Halloween costume. But one and done was what it was like when I was a kid. But now, being a parent, there's so many different, functions that companies and all that are throwing out for kids to do. They get to A, get like quadruple the candy, and B, they get to wear their costume no more than once, which is actually cool. But what I'm talking, or the point I was getting at, is that because Halloween is just around the corner, what better way for Throwback Thursday than to react to Thriller, performed by Michael Jackson, and it was a short film. He didn't. Michael Jackson. One of the things, his pet peeve that he always had when he was alive, it was that he never called his videos like music videos. He always thought of them as short films, and he had quite a few. Thriller was the first, then Bad, Remember the Time, Ghosts. What was another one that he had? Earth Song. Uh, I'm forgetting the one that he had with when he was Captain EO, when he was doing that Disney Walt Disney World Captain EO. Oh man, the song is. Here, let me just look it up real quick. So he did Another Part of Me and We Are Here to Save the World. So so he was really really into the art of filmmaking, making sure that his products were not called music videos. And one of the things that maybe people may not know about Michael Jackson is that his videos or short films, see, I'm even doing it myself. His short films were actually one of the first pop songs to ever be shown on MTV. Normally, MTV was strictly the rock and roll, and it was like anytime that he came out with a short film, it was like an actual event. They would advertise it and say, "Hey, tune in at 8 o'clock on MTV to watch the special event." Short film of Michael Jackson, and the first one was Thriller. There's even a documentary that I have watched. I used to have it on video, and I don't know if it transferred to DVD. I got to double check that, but you can watch a documentary. I think you can watch it on YouTube as well. The documentary of the making of Thriller, which is an actual great documentary. I would suggest you would watch it so you can see exactly how the idea came from. John Landis was the director and all that. But we're gonna go ahead and watch and react to Thriller, one of my personal favorite songs. I'm a big Michael Jackson fan. If anybody knows me, on a personal level, one of my biggest aspirations or basically favorite performers was Michael Jackson. It happened since I was a kid. But so he basically starts off with putting this little disclaimer. Due to my strong personal conviction, because he was a whole Jehovah Witness, I wish to stress that this film in no way endorses the belief in the occult, because of the Jehovah's Witnesses were like calling Mike out of being, part of an occult because of this short film that he was doing. So, without further ado, in 4K, let's react to Thriller. Michael Jackson's Thriller. Now, in the actual song on the actual album Thriller, there is a another verse that is not shown on the normal song itself. Like if you were to listen to it on the CD or even on Spotify, Pandora, that verse is not in there. But there is a version that you can get on like his CDs when he still was making CDs. That they did have the one with the extra verse.
Honestly, we're out of gas.
So, what are we gonna do now?
I believe her name, the name of the actress that's with him is Ola Ray, if I remember correctly.
I'm sorry I didn't believe you.
Can I ask you something?
That's a really like rookie move to make sure that you didn't actually fill up your tank of gas, bro. Come on.
And I hope you like me the way I like you.
Yes.
I was wondering if you would be my girl.
Just want to make sure you guys can hear it.
Oh, Michael.
Back in the 50s, they were like, hey, you want to go steady? Like that means you want to be boyfriend, girlfriend? And they used to give you a ring to say, hey, I'm going steady. You would wear it on this finger, on the,
Now it's official.
next to the index finger.
I have something I want to tell you.
Yes, Michael.
I'm a Jehovah's Witness.
I'm not like other guys.
I'm not like other guys because I'm a Jehovah's
That's
Witness.
why I love you.
No, I mean I'm different.
What are you talking about?
And him saying, no, I'm different is not by any stretch of the imagination going too far because he was different from a lot of people. He grew up in the limelight.
Are you all right?
Get away!
All right, well. Now, this was actually, hold on, I want to make sure you guys can hear me too. Sorry about that. This actually was part of the sound that you're hearing of him transforming is the same sound of The American Werewolf in London, which was also directed by John Landis. And that's one of the reasons why he sought out John Landis and Rick Baker, because he wanted to do the actual transformation into the cat, not a wolf. He wanted to be a cat. And he also wears that when he was still alive, he used to wear that mask when he did Thriller on tour. So, paying homage to the Wolfman back in the 50s and 60s. Oh, fake out. Made you think it was an actual 50s horror film, but it's not.
Sheriff, he's over here.
She's enjoying this while she's getting scared out of her mind.
No, I'm enjoying this.
Well, I can't watch.
Excuse me.
Scrawled in blood. What's it say?
She's like, yeah, Bob. Bye, girl.
See you next Wednesday.
Bye, Felicia. Also, too, Vincent Price was in the song as well. He does the little rap version of the song.
It's only a movie.
You can see American Werewolf in London poster on the side there.
You were scared, weren't you?
House of Wax, I think that was another one that was an
scared.
old scary movie.
You were scared.
My mother used to always say that too. It's only a movie. Why are you scared?
It's close to midnight. Something evil's lurking in the dark. Under the moonlight, you see a sight that almost stops your heart. You try to scream,
Can never get
but terror takes the
can never
sound
get
before you
tired of this song.
And you start to freeze, and so it looks you right between.
Now, when they were filming this part of the short film, somebody alerted the media that he was actually going to be recording and filming, and all of the fans are like on the other side of that little, shipyard over there, and they were like trying to get through to see it, and they had to make sure that they blocked it so that nobody was in frame, and scrub the head to another take. And there were hundreds of people there too, man.
They're out to get you. As demons closing in on every side. They will possess you unless you change that number on your dial. Now is the time.
This song was almost called Starlight, if I remember correctly. The Thriller wasn't the original title. I think it was Quincy Jones that may have, advised to call it Thriller, But there was another title to this song prior to making it to Thriller.
Darkness falls across the land. The midnight hour is close at hand.
Paying homage to Night of the Living Dead, have all these zombies come out of the graves.
To terrorize your neighborhood. And whosoever shall be found without the soul for
They
getting
must smell
down
lovely.
must stand and face the hounds of hell and rot inside a corpse's shell.
Those costumes are awesome, man. And that guy right there that just came out of the little catacomb is Rick Baker. That's the guy who did all of the makeup for Thriller. One of the things they did say in the documentary is that all the extras or the dancers that actually were going to be the zombies, what they did was they took a lot of clothes from the Goodwill and slashed them up with razors, put them in the dirt, put acid or bleach on them, stuff like that, and put them in the dirt with all the bugs. So sometimes there'd be bugs coming out of them because they were actually in soil and stuff like that. I would have been freaked out if a worm was falling out of my chest.
Starts to shiver, for no mere mortal can resist.
They're like, what in the heck?
Of the Thriller.
I don't care if they were circling me. I would have been out. I would have bum rushed those dudes. I said, you ain't gonna be eating me tonight, no sir. And this is like the slow zombies. They're not the fast zombies from like World War Z or something like that. Here comes the best part of this short film. Choreography. I actually know this choreography by heart. I can do it the whole thing. Bam, 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 bam. Ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Ba, ba, boom, ba. I'm trying to recreate it. And turn. And swivel. Leg. Set. Turn your head. Bound, bomb, turn around, turn around. Step, 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 step.
Cause this is Thriller night, and no one's gonna save you. Bees about to strike, you know it's Thriller night. You're fighting for your life inside a killer.
Now, in the 80s, that jacket was like reproduced. It wasn't like it was like a knockoff and stuff like that. I don't remember what clothing line made that jacket. I don't know if they made it just for him, but that was a very, very famous jacket. That and the Beat It jacket. You would see tons of dudes walking around with that jacket. Even Donnie Wahlberg had that Thriller jacket as well. He used to save up his money when he joined New Kids on the Block, he said he bought himself a Thriller jacket.
So let me hold you tight and share up together.
Not too shabby. I messed up on a couple of parts. I was a little early and a little late on some parts, but all together, I can't really do it as good as I wanted to, or I want to now, because my legs kind of like get old. You know, your knees are not as good as they used to be, but I can still remember how to do it. Now, this is one of the things you always like see now in horror films. That why would you barricade yourself in a house where they're going to be able to get inside? Like, I would keep running until I found somebody to help me or a weapon of some kind to defend myself. But it's just, you always see that every time with the horror films. Boom, bam. C'est la vie, girl.
What's the problem? Come on, I'll take you home.
Now, okay, real quick. I'm going to pause this right here. I'm going to pause it real quick. Now, essentially what the short film is trying to teach you is that she pretty much wigged out and was so scared and traumatized by the movie. And that's not her house. That one would actually think would then like, okay, well, if she was on the street and he was basically like, rapping to her and trying to, you know, make her feel better, and she literally like lost her mind and broke and entered somebody else's home. Like the cops would have been the one that says, "Hey, what's your problem? You're under arrest for breaking and entering," and they're like, "Yo, what are you doing? What's the problem?" You know, that's my only thing. I look at it now and I'm like, dude, she just went into somebody else's house and like nobody said anything, but. Oh, it was real. Directed by John Landis. John Landis also did Kentucky Fried Movie and Animal House. And American Werewolf in London. So basically just going to show you the credits and then the, another take on the actual dance routine. But in the documentary for the making of Thriller, you also see the dancers rehearse, and Michael is like, normally when you rehearse, you would want to be like in sweats, something really, easy so you can move around in. And Michael was like in his freaking everyday wear, like with his jacket that he's wearing now. He had another one similar to it, but it was white. And like his regular pants and, penny loafers. And he was like ready to do it because he didn't really sweat a lot. So he didn't really have to worry about getting into workout, clothing. I mean, I don't know how true that is because I have seen him sweat on stage whenever he's performing. But yeah, that is Thriller, ladies and gentlemen. That is the reaction that you're going to see today on Throwback Thursday. Thank you so very much, guys, for being with us. If you're watching this, you've already joined our Patreon. You're supporting the YouTube channel. Thank you so very much. Be sure to let your friends know. The first and second tier are free trial. And, of course, there are 3 tiers altogether, 5, 10, 15. And there's going to be some perks that you get with each individual tier. But thank you so very much. Be sure to like and subscribe on our YouTube channel. And then also tell your friends to join the Patreon. And comment on any of our video submissions on Patreon, YouTube, X, Instagram, Facebook. Follow us on TikTok. And also follow us on Twitch. Hopefully I'll be able to get on Twitch this weekend. And, of course, like we always say, keep on cruising. See you next Thursday.